I don't even believe in buying books.
Bitch, when the
Y'all, can
motherfucking
we get some
pastor
beans?
said to open your Bible and turn to motherfucking Palms and Psalms, and I didn't even know how to get there.
Me either. Ain't
I'm over
okay.
here
Come
looking
on
in
through, baby.
other people's Bible, trying to read off of them. These people don't know I
Yep.
only went to eighth grade, really, because I only dropped out in ninth grade my second month.
I dropped out in 8th grade. Y'all, can we get some beans?
Oh, you went to eighth grade too? Okay, period. I went to ninth grade for 2 months.
Yeah.
I did a bit more than you. And I went to college. And I got two certificates. I got my GED, then I got my certificate in brick mason, I got my certificate in CNA. And I went to college. I got my associate degree. But them 12 years was not for me. Now if I could fly past them in a year or two, boom. 6 months was perfect. But 8 months was 12 months was perfect. 8 to 12 months was perfect. 12 years to finish reading ABCs and one, two, threes?
Mm,
Ah,
that's nonsense.
that doesn't
Y'all, can we
sound right.
y'all can we get some
How
beans?
Pumpkin, tell me how you can go through school all your life like that for 12 years and not remember shit. And then you gotta learn to be a doctor for 2 years to 4 years. 2 to 4 years you can start doing surgeries and shit. We ain't remember, but you can't. Oh no, how long it take to be a doctor? I think it's 6 years. It might be 12 years.
No, it's 8 years.
But still, compare 8 to 12. They like 4 years off.
Yeah, it's like 8 years. And it's like, why even bother with that shit?
You can't even become a doctor until you even 30 years old. Cause you gotta go to school for 8 years. No, 12 years. Then you gotta go to doctor school for 8 years. You're gonna be 20, 80, 30 years old by the time you become a doctor. You're damn near ready to retire. Yo,
But then a lot of them doctors, they really don't get mature until they get in their 30s, late 30s. So they be out partying and living a good life. So you just,
yes. And think about how many police officers sitting there going through school. They go through school for 2 years, some of them, to get criminal justice. But most of them don't have to go to school to go to be a police officer. They just need 6 months to camp. Now they shooting everybody. They got more authority than a doctor. They can take somebody's life. A doctor can take somebody's life, but a police officer can take it faster. So imagine you not want to do no work as a doctor and you just letting people die. Boom. Your ass going to jail. You see somebody pull a gun, boom, boom, bow, bow. You get an award. You getting a medal. That's why I went to police academy. I didn't want to be no doctor. It's the same thing. You got control over somebody's life. You get to steal what you want from them. And then you get
now
awards
when
for
did you go to
saving
police
somebody or not
academy?
saving somebody. A doctor and police officer,
When
same
did you
job.
go? When did you go to the police academy?
Oh, you don't have to go to police academy. I went to criminal justice. You do have to go to police academy to be a police officer. I did criminal justice for 2 years. I got my associate degree at WCC3, downtown Detroit, Michigan. But what I was saying was doctors and police are the same because they got authority over people's life. They could take people's life when they want to and not get locked up. And then um they also are looked over. They looked over when it comes to certain things. You know what I'm saying? They can do what they want. You know what I'm saying? So you can either go to school for 2 years or 8. 2 years or 8. I went for 2. I was basically a doctor.
At CNA too. CNA is a 6 week class.
6 weeks, yep. And I did CNA too. I did that for 6 weeks. I paid like $675 to rinse them off like that, wash them off like that. Don't use the same
They
paper
teach you.
towel.
They teach you how to pick up. They teach you how to pick up the patient.
Oh yeah, they teach you
When
how to
like
pick up the
like
patient. Well, I don't remember that. Oh yeah. Well,
I went to the courts too, but I dropped
I
out.
don't remember them
But yeah, they
teaching
was
us how
teaching
to
us
pick
how
up a
to
patient in
pick up.
CNA class.
Yeah, back then that's when they had the belt. They do teach you how to
They
pick up a
probably did, but
patient
I
and how to
girl,
roll.
mind you, I was high as fuck. I would go and smoke for like 2 hours in front of the school. I would leave my baby daddy with the kids. Remember, I was with Sada baby. I would tell him my school was more hours than what it was, mind you. And then he would have all the kids. I would go smoke outside for like 2 hours. I would just get a break, and I would go into class, and I would leave out of class. I would smoke for about an hour and go back to the crib. Girl, I was having so many breaks with Sada baby. He didn't even know what I was doing. He was giving me his whole paycheck at one time, girl. I was gambling his whole money about a gambling addiction. He had never know that. I never told him to this day.
You working at?
He was working at this factory. He always had good jobs. He always let me stay at home, and he was working until I started being mean to him because I would make that bread. But he was always giving me his paychecks. He would give me his whole paycheck. I would go gamble it, and then I would have a crackhead come on the side of the house and turn the power on before he got off work, and the water. Our water and our power was on.
So why you get on fire from Checkers
That
when
was
he was working
way
out?
after we moved out of Flint. That was Detroit. When I didn't get him fired from Checkers. I just told my supporters to call. They never get him fired. They ended up COVID happening. That's why he ended up getting that. But I did try to get him fired because I wanted him to stay home and watch the kids so I could stream. Yes, I did. I was selfish, and I miss my baby daddy. When life would never be the same. I don't miss. Well, I miss what could have been, but I don't miss him personally no more. It's been too long. But yeah, I wish I never would have kicked him out. And yeah,
I'm glad to hear that though, because I always wondered about that. Like, because I was on that live when that happened. I'm like,
I feel like
damn, why
my
was she doing
supporters
like that?
pressured me to kick him out because they felt like he wasn't doing enough. But I knew he was doing enough because I had already cheated on him. I had a baby on him. He took care of both my kids. I didn't have no kids by him. He took care of both my kids. They was calling him daddy. Then I had a kid by him. Mind you, when I had Ayla, my kids was already calling him daddy. That wasn't they daddy. So like I actually appreciate my baby daddy. I love him. And I be trying not to speak down on him. He's a good man. He's a good man, Savannah. I just I just let him go. I just
Yeah.
wanted the social media life
But
so
you know
bad.
what, 21? It's crazy because 5 years later, no, 7 years later, you can admit that shit. Like, and that's a lot of that's a lot of brainstorming and
I've been
maturing
thinking
that
about
you're
it.
doing
I've been
right now.
thinking about it
Cause
because you have to remember my baby daddy always been in my life afterwards. He's been calling all my bitches I've been with, all the niggas I've been with. He be threatening them. Talking about you better not do this, you better not be with her, stuff like that. So obviously he in my head. I've been trying to get over him. He would be popping up here and there. And then it wasn't until recently I was just like, he was a good man. I did that for nothing. He never did shit to me. I'm a good man, Savannah. But I noticed
no,
that I
you
mess
know
up all
what?
my relationships. I hit everybody. I mess with everybody. I do that
Why though?
because I don't give a fuck. I wish I did give a fuck about shit. I just don't give a fuck.
So you hit them because you don't care,
Oh
or
no, it's not
do you
just
hit them
hitting.
because
It be something stuff that happened with the hitting. I'm just saying with the I don't give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck. I don't know why I don't give a fuck, but I just don't give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck. So it don't have it just be a whole intertwined with whatever happened. I don't know what happened. It happened.
so I want to ask you this. So do you ever see yourself going back to your baby daddy? Like, do
I
you
can't.
see
He
y'all
don't
working
want
it
me.
out, going to
No, no, that's
therapy?
too far gone. That's too far gone.
But you know this, right? So you know this, though. Let me tell you this. Once a man loves you, he's gonna always love you, no matter what. He may not agree
I
with
believe
some of
he
the
do still
things
love
that.
me. I still love him too. But I believe he do because that's why he always messing with and coming around there and there. I think he texts me and say Happy Mother's Day to me on Mother's Day. But no. No, I don't see it.
Yeah.
He did say Happy Mother's Day to me. But that was the first time since I broke up with him I think he said Happy Mother's Day.
Oh wow. Well, I just see a lot of maturity in you, and that take a lot. And that, like I told you, I know we'll be arguing tomorrow, but I can really like relate to a lot of your stuff. Like